Welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video. We're going to do a Vectrex video here, but more specifically about the control scheme, because it's not really easy using the stock Vectrex controller. This is Moonlander, which is obviously a take on Lunar Lander, and it's a great game, very challenging, and almost impossible with the stock controller, because you use this for thrust, and these two buttons to rotate your Lunar Lander unit. You cannot use the thumbstick, and it's really like you get yourself in like a weird position. Now it doesn't help I'm kind of leaning in a weird way here to get all of this on the camera, but I'll show you what it is. Basically, if I start a game, I have to use these two and land on the little spot like it says to do, and that's no problem. I even get a little okay to say when I'm doing well when the speed's alright. See? Boom. No problem at all. But with this on your lap, trying to do it this way is just not a very good control scheme at all. And now we got to deal with wind. Like you see that sort of air sock thing at the very top of the screen. That is indicating I've got a wind that I got to deal with, and now it's a lot harder. See if I can get myself in there. Come on. Oh, no. Jeez, this is very challenging, this game. Blew up. Alright. And yeah, the control scheme does not help the case very much at all. Okay, we got it there. But trying to do this sort of thing with this hand just doesn't really work. I've got another couple of controllers I'm going to try. Let me just see how to do here. This one's got a heavier gravity. Can I land? Oh, darn it. And let's just try it one more time and see if we can get ourselves landed. No. Okay. This controller is very hard to play this game with, so let me switch it to another controller. Okay, now I'm going to try it with this modified Sega Genesis controller that I have used in several videos. This thing really is handy for a large chunk of the Vectrex library. Probably about 90% are actually better to use with a D-pad. But it's not going to help me much here because I still need to use these little buttons. So if I, I still can't do anything there. I need to use these little guys, and that's going to be impossible. I keep hitting the pause. Yeah, forget. Okay, there's one rotate. There we go. Okay. So now I got to use this as some kind of control scheme here. And this is like even worse for making a little claw shape, because I got to use that button and that button for my rotation. So, I don't know what way you're supposed to sit with that on your lap, but that just ain't going to work. Let's just try one more landing here. This is the one with the heavy wind. See if I can even do it. Come on. No good. Alright, let's just, again, this is probably designed with maybe, if it was more like a fight stick sort of layout, maybe, which ironically, I do have. Now, I don't actually have a fight stick per se for the Vectrex, but what I do have is this, the Overdrive controller, which is actually a steering wheel thing for driving games, and I've done videos about this before. This thing is amazing. When they designed this, I think it was Fury Unlimited, they kind of came up with a control scheme that would work really well for most driving games. Obviously steer, accelerate, brake, and then the 1 and 2 were kind of reduced down to here because that may be used at, I think, pole position for gear shift up and down, that kind of thing. So what this ends up with, though, for Moonlander is a perfect control scheme, because now I've got my rotation here with one thumb, and my acceleration. We can not use that because that was paused before. But it's actually a really good control scheme. Let me show you. So now, with one thumb, I'm controlling the thrust. And with the other thumb, I'm very nicely going to crash. But I am way easier able to now rotate the ship. And it just feels so much better. I'm just taking a bit of a care to land here carefully. Come on. And boom. Oh, literally boom. All right, let's try it again and come in. There we go. Yay! Yeah, the Overdrive controller, which is for driving steering games, works really well with Moonlander. So let's just do this one. This is the hard one that has the sock indicating the fast speed of wind. And if I just touch down carefully, but ergonomically, this is a much better control scheme. I really suggest, if you can get your hands on a controller like this, one that has 1 and 2 positioned off to the side, you actually get a lot better use for this game. Can I land? Can I? Oh man. I know I'm kind of just hovering over that. I don't want to crash, but at least I can rotate relatively easily. It's actually very good. I mean, I know I'm not quite demonstrating it perfectly here, but it does work because I can rotate at just the touch of a button. Nope, oh no, come here. But you see how, if nothing else, I do have much better control over my lander than before. Okay, well, I died. Always happens when you're filming. But anyway, trust me, this is a much better controller for playing Moonlander with, because you got your thrust with one thumb, and your ability to rotate left and right is so much easier with this Overdrive controller. So I highly recommend it if you've got one, or there are a variety of other controllers out there that kind of separate the 4 buttons in a more ergonomic sense. Get one that has 1 and 2 off to the side that can easily be hit with one thumb, and then thrust can be just done with your other thumb. Because this is the way to do this. Alright, well, until next time, we'll see you down the rabbit hole.